As HHS scopes out locations in Central Florida for a permanent shelter, one former official tells me that they're needed to avoid keeping unaccompanied minors in overflow facilities on the border where conditions have been poor.
It means that they're exploring it.
Mark Greenberg, a former HHS official who oversaw the resettlement of unaccompanied children as recently as 2017, says the agency appears to be early in the process of scoping out locations for a permanent shelter to house migrant children detained at the southern border.
There has been a commitment both in the last administration, and it looks like it's continuing in this one, to let local officials know this so that they can be aware and not be caught by surprise.
Sources say HHS officials are looking to house as many as 20,000 children in permanent shelters across the country, which are subject to state licensing and monitoring. Greenberg says these facilities limit 4 children to a room and typically have better conditions in comparison to others like Homestead, the only unlicensed for-profit shelter in the country.
Homestead has been very controversial because it's not subject to the protections of state licensing and monitoring or state hiring requirements for staff or training requirements, but there is a period where they need to be in shelters, and when they need to be in shelters, it is certainly better that there be smaller and state licensed and regulated facilities.
While these facilities are intended to house unaccompanied children, Greenberg admits that's not always how it pans out.
When the administration has engaged in separating parents and children, the children will be sent to the OR shelter facilities. Most of the kids are ones who really did arrive unaccompanied, but some number of them may be children who have been separated from their parents.
So why exactly is Florida being considered for a permanent shelter? Well, former officials say that HHS typically tries to find shelters that are close to the border. But because so many relatives and parents of these unaccompanied children reside in Florida, that appears to be an attractive location. Reporting on Capitol Hill, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum News.